August 19, 2025, 8:01 in the morning. In the heart of a crucial supply line, a Russian-fueled train, 30 wagons long, is heading towards Crimea. With road convoys being targeted and the sea route at risk, this railway is Russia's mandatory one-way lifeline. But on this day, it will become a trap. The train drivers are unaware they are being watched, monitored, and soon they will be the target of a devastating precision strike designed not just to destroy a train, but to cripple a military's logistics chain. This is the story of a modern asymmetric warfare operation. The intelligence setup, seeing the unseen. Ukrainian intelligence had set up a multi-layered surveillance net in an area where visibility for drones was limited. They focus on a different sense: signal strength. Their network produced a hybrid map, a digital ghost of the real world, combining satellite imagery, both optical and thermal, commercial SAR packages, synthetic aperture radar to see through camouflage, listening devices, and signal interception. They monitored station GSM traffic and, crucially, captured the locomotive's own telemetry data. This intelligence penetration allowed them to bypass Russian jamming and camouflage. They determined the train's exact route, its schedule, and its estimated speed. The intersection point for the attack was marked. The stage was set. The weapon, the Maluk V2 drone. Narrator: the weapon of choice was a Maluk V2, a modified, high-temperature resistant kamikaze drone platform. Key specifications: range, 210 kilometers. Guidance: supports both GLONASS, Russian, and GPS signals, making it resilient to single-system jamming. Communication: data links are encrypted with military-grade AES 128 encryption. Payload: 5 kilograms, covered in polymer for stealth. It carried a low-density explosive designed not for massive destruction, but to generate a powerful shockwave at 9,000 meters per second. Post-strike capability: equipped with a low-resolution thermal camera to transmit damage assessment data back to operators before self-destructing. The attack plan was sophisticated. The UAVs were deployed in a 3-segment formation, one for targeting, one for the dive strike, and a third for signal backup and return sabotage. The target and the attack. The train itself was a massive fuel reservoir. It had departed from the TAC Regional Control Center, heading south. First 6 wagons, aviation fuel. Next 12 wagons, diesel fuel. Final 12 wagons, blended industrial fuel. Total: approximately 150 tons of highly flammable material, pulled by a powerful T-33A diesel locomotive. The Ukrainians did not plan a munitions battle. They classified this as a self-igniting target. The drone's role was only to initiate the ignition. The destructive energy would be provided by the target's own fuel, triggering a chain reaction. The attack commenced as the train reached the most congested part of the track. First strike: a drone hit the 14th car diesel. The vapor ignited, and within 7 seconds, it set off the aviation fuel in the adjacent car. Second wave: drones targeted cars 16 and 17 near the rear. The explosion and heat were so intense they split the train in two. The front 13 cars derailed. The rear 17 remained on the track, engulfed. Third wave: a strike on the 4th car, aviation fuel, finished the job, derailing the locomotive itself. The entire attack lasted 6 minutes and 48 seconds. Only 7 drones were used. The aftermath: physical and digital destruction. The destruction was catastrophic. A fireball with a flame column 27 meters high erupted. The fire spread rapidly along a 200-meter section of track. The heat was so extreme that the concrete sleepers cracked. The steel rails, exceeding 750 degrees Celsius, lost 40% of their strength and bent into U-shapes. The ground itself settled by 12% due to thermal shock, creating a permanent risk. Signaling cables melted. A 312-meter section of the double-track line was completely inoperable. But the damage wasn't just physical. It was also digital. The drone's electromagnetic disruption caused a complete communication blackout for the first 10 minutes. The first contact with command wasn't established until 12 minutes after the explosion. The attack had collapsed the information flow as well. Firefighting teams couldn't approach for half an hour, and the high-temperature zone was inaccessible for an hour. The fire raged for 2 hours and 46 minutes, ensuring total destruction. The strategic impact, crippling the supply chain. The strategic consequences were immediate and severe. The Tokmak-Uragin line was the only railway connecting Crimea to the mainland. Daily capacity lost: 3,600 tons of cargo across 4 scheduled trains. Repair time: estimates suggested at least 6 days for full repairs to the tracks, ground, and signaling systems. Alternative routes: road transport could only meet 17% of the daily supply volume. Sea transport had already been halted by Ukrainian naval drones. This created a 72-hour serious supply bottleneck for Russian troops. The immediate impact was cancellation of battalion movements, a halt in shipments of fuel, ammunition tanks, and armored vehicles, the loss of 150 tons of fuel, equivalent to the 3 to 5 day operational need of a mechanized division. Critically, the loss of JP-8 jet fuel meant over 100 Russian air missions could not be carried out, significantly weakening ground troop support. The cost-benefit analysis and psychological victory. From a pure cost perspective, the operation was a stunning success. Ukrainian cost: 7 drones at $38,000 each equals approximately $266,000. Russian loss: fuel worth $2.5 million on the market, but incalculably higher in military value, plus millions more in railway infrastructure